Hey everybody, it is Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and let me tell you, when it rains, it pours. I did a Mark 12, I guess, deployment kit video yesterday. We're doing another one today, because to my surprise, one of the companies that I bought some stuff from is actually here in Texas, and it was delivered literally in one day. So, I want to thank Onyx Arms. Now, I bought some products from them, and these things have turned out to be absolutely amazing. And I would definitely buy from them again, because one of the things I'm floating about doing is after I finish this Mod 0, maybe I'll do a Mod 1. And I know where I'm going to go for all these products that apply to both rifles. So I got the foam insert today. I got the bore guide, and I got the booklets, and I'm going to show you those. And I'll give you a little tour here. So this is the Pelican 1700 case that I showed yesterday. Now, the foam insert here on the top, I'm going to have to go and get some 3M foam adhesive. And it's a double-sided tape to hold this in the top. And that's what everybody said you're going to have to do. So for right now, it's just kind of in their friction fit, and you just got to be careful with it. So I'll give you a better view of all this, but I want to show you guys a couple of things first. I told you that Onyx Arms sells a reproduction of some of these documents that would come with the Mark 12 Mod 0 and the Mod 1. Now, if you only care about the gun, this might not interest you, but as someone that's a collector and kind of a historian, this stuff is really cool. Now, these are reproductions. They're not originals, but we do have the operator's manual for the rifle special purpose 5.56 Mark 12 Mod 0 and 1. It has the NSN numbers right there. And as you can see, it is a bound book. It has everything that you would want or need, everything that came with it. I guess it's an exact copy of what was issued. It has everything that, which is really cool, the basic items used. And so you can actually see the actual NSN numbers for everything that you would need for this rifle, which is really cool. So the Pelican hard case, the Dewey coated one-piece cleaning rod, the Otis field kit, which, by the way, I was able to track down one of those with the correct NSN number, and I found it on eBay. So I have that coming. It's like a new old stock, which is really cool, and I'll show you guys that. The sling, which unfortunately I can't get. And by the way, 2 people in my video last night, I guess, I don't think they did it on purpose. They got my hopes up. There were 2 people that said, hey, I have one of those slings. And I replied, I loved the comment, and said, if you have it, and because I think one person said they had 3 and one person said they had 2 or something, I said, I will buy one. I'll buy multiple if you'll sell them. You tell me the price, I'll buy them. And they never replied and never emailed me. I gave my email address. So they kind of got my hopes up. But maybe they'll see that comment one day and reach out, because I would definitely buy that sling, because it would complete this kit and everything that I'm doing. But yeah, it has everything in here, really cool. And on the front of it, it even says, destruction notice, destroy by any method that will prevent disclosure of contents or reconstruction of this document. So I guess when these were originally employed, I guess this was just sensitive information. Really cool. They've done a nice job with this booklet. We also have the weapon record book right here that is also bound, hole punched. It has all the information, the date, number of rounds fired, cumulative total of rounds fired, users, name and rank, and any type of remarks. Really, really cool here. It says this record book is to remain with the above weapon at all times. And we also got, I guess, an inventory tag. And this one is for the Mod 0. They also make one for the Mod 1, so it has all of the correct information up here. It is a reproduction. It looks just like the one, I'm going to assume, that was in the military. That's really, really cool. If you want to fill it out, you can. I probably won't, but I'm going to keep it with the rifle. So I got the tag, the book, and the owner's manual. That's pretty awesome. So another thing I got from Onyx that was really cool is this bore guide, and this is used for cleaning. And this is a reproduction one, but every picture I can see, it is an exact reproduction. So here is that bore guide that was sent in the deployment kit. They're not made by the original company, but there's a company that makes them and Onyx sells them. So this goes into the upper receiver. It's even marked with the numbers and all that. There's a cutout here in the foam for it in the top. So that's what I got so far. So let me take the camera out of the little holder I have, and let me give you guys a little bit of a tour here. This could be a little bit awkward because I got to use the front-facing camera for this, so this might be a little bit weird. But here is the deployment kit. Now, as I said, I'm still waiting on the Otis cleaning kit. Up here, which I've already bought the suppressor, I'm just waiting for the NFA tax stamp approval process. That's where that's going to go. Your magazines will go here. I found that Charlie's Custom Clones is the only other place right now that sells Colt and OK Industries 20-round mags, so I bought a couple more of those, and I'm going to put those in there. Obviously, we got the cutout for the upper receiver here. Now, this foam insert will fit both the Mod 1 and the Mod 0, but this is a Mod 0. And so it fits this well. It already has the cutout for the optic. That's the Leupold Mark IV. That's correct. We got the bipod here with the arms incorporated, quick release. And of course, you got the lower receiver up there. And this cutout will fit both an A1 or A2 stock as well as the collapsible or telescoping stocks as well. So there it is. And then up here at the top, we have the bore guide, and then we have the cutout up here for the cleaning rod, and that is on order. And then here is that big empty space that's going to be in my heart for a long time until I can find a sling for it. So that is it. And this thing turned out really well. The bottom foam fits in this case perfectly. The top foam is a little bit loose, so I just have to go and buy some of that 3M foam adhesive tape. So that is what's going on. So this thing is really coming together. It's the complete project. So the only thing I'm still waiting on, as I said, the cleaning rod and the suppressor to clear the NFA. I have a Colt bolt and bolt carrier on order, so it's coming. I need the upper part to the arms scope rings and the rail for that. So I need 3 pieces for the rifle. I'm waiting on the Otis cleaning kit, which I found on eBay, and that's coming. And then I think I'll have everything. And that's it. Well, minus the sling. So there you go. That is it. Plus the books. The operator's manual. We all know that Jason from the Texas Gun Vault is an operator. So anyway, I am really excited about this. And as a collector and nerd, and you know, this cloning stuff is like a real addiction. It's like a real issue, and you can really go down a huge rabbit hole when it comes to time and money and research. And it's pretty darn cool. It really is, and it's a lot of fun. You know, tracking down just like these manuals is fun and cool, but you just got to be into it. You know, if you just care about the gun and shooting it, it might not interest you as much. So I wanted to share that with you guys tonight and what's coming together. And as I get the other stuff, of course, I'll make videos and show you guys. So what else did I want to talk about tonight? I think I wanted to talk about how I got recently lied to in a video. Now, it's one of those clickbait things because I loaded up my YouTube app. And, you know, you get that feed. For me, I have 2 feeds. I actually have the subscription feed, which is where I spend most of my time. But then you have the YouTube homepage, and they show you videos based off of what you've watched. So obviously there's a lot of gun stuff in there. There's a lot of astronomy stuff in there. I watch an exorbitant amount of science videos. Things like that. Car videos and so forth. But it had one from a channel that I had never heard of. Kind of looks like it's like one of those legal firearms channels. And it had this big image of like Gavin Newsom was really mad. And it said, California assault weapons ban struck down. And the video was released like 4 hours before I saw it. And I got really excited because I thought that maybe Judge Roger Benitez in the Ninth Circuit had released his opinion, which we're all waiting on when it comes to the California assault weapons ban. I don't know what's taking him so long, and I sure hope he strikes it down because we need to get to the next level of that battle because we already know California will appeal, go to the Ninth Circuit, en banc. They'll probably put a stay on his order. Anyway, we got to keep fighting it, but we got to get that ruling out. But anyway, I thought I had missed a big announcement because normally I'm reading firearms blogs all day, and I know if that came out, you would have 50 videos like that. I was like, oh my God, did I miss it? This is huge news. As I said, it had like Gavin Newsom, it said assault weapon ban, struck down. It was released 4 hours beforehand. It was a definitive statement. And then I start watching the video. And guess what it was? It was the fact that one of the district judges in the Ninth Circuit, which, by the way, it still is good news, struck down, I want to say, Hawaii's ban on the carrying or possession of automatic knives. That's it. So, like automatic knives, gravity knives, so forth, which is good. You know, knife rights go hand in hand with gun rights. And this person was, I think, very clickbaity and lied. You know, his whole concept was, well, they look at switchblades, automatic knives, gravity knives, and so forth as assault weapons, and it was struck down. Well, for us in the normal gun community and probably the knife community, assault weapon has a very specific meaning that deals with firearms, not knives. And so he was not clear in either the description or the title. And I got kind of mad. I was like, what are they doing? I hate it when people do this. Stop clickbait. Just tell people the information that they need to know. Another thing that I'm noticing right now, because there's not really a lot of gun news and breaking news and groundbreaking stuff going on right now. We're just kind of in a lull right now. Some of the firearms legal channels are trying to, I guess, kind of go into the minutia of stuff. And just to try to keep content coming, which is good because you learn a lot about the mundane things about law if you watch those videos, which unfortunately not a lot of people are watching them because it's not the groundbreaking, breaking news, stuff. But I still think some of them are trying to hype up the fact that there was a big consortium of people that submitted amicus briefs to the Supreme Court when it comes to the the Raheny case, I guess, which is about people that are prohibited persons from owning or carrying firearms. And does it apply to certain offenses? Because a lot of times these state legislatures try to extend this and gun prohibitions to, for example, drunk driving. If you, in some states, are convicted of a DUI, you lose your gun rights. Well, it wasn't a violent crime, and you're not drunk all the time. So is that a crime that rises to the offense of, let's say, armed robbery, where you lose your gun rights? And everyone's panicking because all these anti-gun groups and like the California legislature, all the females in the California legislature wrote an amicus brief to the Supreme Court. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. They're not going to convince Justice Thomas. Okay? This is all silly and stupid. I understand. I'm glad they're doing it because it helps people understand the process. But there's still some clickbaity stuff out there. And I just worry once again that to me, it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf syndrome. Every time something is proposed, every time something is submitted to a court that might be anti-gun, even if it's just part of an exploratory discovery period and it's an amicus, friend of the court brief, and it's anti-gun, everyone panics. Like, why? Like, this is not worthy of getting all upset over. Like, and for me, it makes everyone just always worried, always on the edge of their seat. And everyone just needs to calm down. Are you guys noticing that? And I personally find that these lulls and what's going on in the gun world and gun legal world is actually a good thing. Because I remember hearing Mark Levin when he was working, or the chief of staff to Attorney General Ed Meese. He said that Ed Meese told him, every day Congress meets, you lose a little bit more of your liberty. So when Congress is in recess or they're not meeting, they're not taking away your rights. They're not taking away your liberties. So in a way, it's good. You know, it's not moving the ball in the pro-gun direction. I talked about that in some previous videos. But at least they're not doing anti-gun stuff. So these laws, I guess, are fine. So anyway, what do you guys think? Do you like my deployment kit for the Mark 12? This thing is really turning out well. Once again, if you are a Mark 12 cloner and are looking for some of this stuff, go check out Onyx Arms. And if you want, there are some companies that sell the case, the foam, and parts of this as one package. I kind of went the cheaper route. I found the individual items at different places for cheaper prices instead of someone putting it, you know, parts of the kit together for me. And I kind of prefer that. Number one, I'm doing the, you know, the research myself and finding the deals. But that's it. So what do you guys think? As I said, go check out Onyx Arms if you want that, the book and the bore guide and the foam. In fact, this is the exact way I was hoping the foam would come. It is great. This has exceeded my expectations, and I would purchase from them again, no doubt. Super fast shipping, product as or better than described, and it works great. And so I think if I decide to go and build a Mod 1, I'm going to buy probably another foam insert, the bore guide, and other stuff. So that's what I'll end up doing eventually. So anyway, let me know what you guys think, and thanks for going with me on this journey. And I hope you guys learned something or just like sharing in this whole adventure. So let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.